There's an entire industry that's based on trying to figure out the Google algorithm, right? Trying to figure out how do we game it, how do I get higher?
Somebody knows how it's written, and somebody knows.
Yeah, sure. And they should dig into all of that. But really, it's about relevance. That's how they talk about it. What they're trying to show you is relevance. They use a number of different signals. Again, whole industry is trying to figure out exactly what those signals are. They tweak them.
There's certain guys in Congress where if you said that to them, and they're on the right, but if you said it with a straight face that they don't see any conservative bias in Twitter, who they block, or Facebook, who they block, or which websites get this, which don't, they would laugh if you told them that it hasn't been proven that there's not a conservative bias.
Yeah, I'm sure there are, and I bet there's people on the other side who would laugh.
Those are the people that people that we're talking about, though, that are in control of the algorithms.
Maybe that's the case, but I don't.
Jack Dorsey kind of added to it when he said, "Yeah, we probably have a left bias."
Sure, I think that we're in unprecedented times, right? You're asking technology companies to be on the forefront of things that used to be a nation state.
And by the way, they're not interested in being on the forefront.
No, and they certainly weren't thinking about it. Maybe they should have been. In fact, I think they absolutely should have been morally, as they built these machines and what they've been able to really, kind of drive in popular culture. And obviously, they've got a tremendous amount of reach and power. But it's certainly on day zero when these companies started. These weren't things they were thinking about. Obviously, they need to be now.
So how
do you regulate a private company that can have their own terms of service, decide what they want to do with their platform, but now they're being asked to make decisions and act like things that would have been governmental entities in the past.
The way you can regulate them is to follow what the EU's done.
And GDPR.
Right, and I guess that begs the question for investors. Are these risky profiles, or as Mike just pointed out, look, people are drawn toward technology stocks. Is there a bigger risk profile there, especially with so many of these CEOs or other leaders from these companies who are going to go before Congress next week?
I think it's going to be interesting. I mean, before Congress next week, if it doesn't go well, I think it's going to be quite the topic through the midterms, right? And it unites people, so it will not go away. But GDPR. People have already adapted. I mean, companies, everybody is global in some way, shape, or form. They've had to make sure that they have everything in place for it. I don't think it would be that much of a shock to all these different companies. I don't think it would require, of course it would require some work, but people have already had to react to these regulations coming out in the EU.
Don't you think, Ellie, that maybe there's a distinction we can make between Google search and the social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter, where they're on a one-off basis in response to complaints or response to certain activity, going and blocking people or taking them off the platform? Google's algorithm, as you point out, it's a black box, sure, but all they really care about is finding you and tracking your behavior and preferences and giving you more of what you want.
That's right, but I think there is a distinction there, sure, but at the same time, giving you more of what you want, I think both of the other companies would say the same.
Sure.
Right? So ultimately, you can construct what it is that you want to look at in Facebook and, continue to see that. And if it gets more clicks, you're going to see even more of it. I do think Google's a little bit different in how at least they purport to.
Certainly on the news tab, which is how this all started.